not starting off the new year how I wanted, but congrats on that dub. And I want to know, other than the cards that you were running with today, what's your favorite My Team card?
Card over 2,000 games played with.
I'm going to go with the Amethyst Scottie Pippen. Pulled him in a reward pack, and he's been very reliable, so get.
Coming right up, the Timberwolves taking on the Jazz. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, a slow start to the season. A win tonight could bring them closer to 500. That's the goal. Jazz, Timberwolves. Coming up next. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Before in the 5, it's Collins and Kessler. Sexton is out there with Collins, and it's Markkanen in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, the 2 towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Always exciting to see 2 teams with bright futures, Greg. Young stars hungry to prove themselves.
And Kevin, the hungrier, the better, if you ask me. When you've got all that youthful energy and ambition out on the court, very special things can happen.
Now, here's Collins. Towns with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Out to Edwards. No good on the 3. Fast break, here they come. Collins, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Here's Towns. Back to Conley. Behind the back and lays it in.
And a little contact on the shot, but Conoley with the laser focus on the finish.
Here's Collins. Misses from close range. That's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Now Conley. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range.
Terrific instincts on offense. Love how Conley lets the game come to him naturally.
Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, the 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, Kevin, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaches. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league.
And the Jazz seem ahead of schedule, Greg, but where can they take another step forward?
Well, turnovers have been a problem. They commit a lot, and they don't force a ton either defensively, so closing that differential will help them on the possession battle.
Collins against Conley. That one misses. 3 shots, all come up empty. 4 shooting the ball so far. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. Conley against Collins. Lets it go from 11. And again, it's Minnesota.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Collins, good. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. The 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Conley's got 11 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Collins. Cloak loose. Stolen by Conley. Towns in the corner. The three. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz trail by 6. Right side, Collins. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Gobert. Scoreless thus far. Back to Conley. 11 feet away. It's deflected. And there's another turnover by the Jazz. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Lauri Markkanen. Here is Edwards. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
Now here's Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Conley into the lane. Got a hand on it. Now Markkanen. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Orlando. Collins finds Kessler. Gobert with the block.
This is what Gobert is known for. His ability to...
Here's Milton. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. You know, Greg, one place you really see Walker Kessler making his presence felt is on the defensive end.
And boy, he has got a nose for blocks, doesn't he? I mean, able to detect shots forming and get a hand on the ball. It is such a gift that allows this guy to make such a big difference on that side of the ball.
The front court is McDaniels in town. Shake Milton is out there with Troy Brown. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. A Special K, in your playing day, Fender, who is the toughest player you had to guard?
Hey, I appreciate the love, partner, but strong defender attached to my name back in the day would not mix well, if we're talking truth. But I will tell you, the hardest guy I had to deal with was Bernard King. He gave me fits. He was relentless in his pursuit of the pumpkin. They ran a bunch of stuff for him when he was playing for the Knicks, and that dude could put it in the basket.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Collins against Milton. No good on the shot. Collins with some nice D. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 6. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
Now, here's Collins. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. And his assist numbers were tremendous.
Here's Milton. After the made shot from Collins. Steps back and shoots. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Just 4 to shoot. Collins. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Milton. At the elbow, it's Gobert. He dishes it to McDaniels. And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
Jazz trail by 4. Now, here's Collins. 10 points for him. Milton with it. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, look at the big fella elevating. When Towns goes to the rim, he's doing it on and with purpose.
Utah calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're probably the greatest franchise to never win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face Jordan and the Bulls both times.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Lauri Markkanen has gone from a bit player to a starring role on offense. He says it's something that I have to get adjusted to, but going forward, I have the room and the mentality to be more aggressive. When I watch film, I always see things that can become so much better. I have a long way to go and a lot of room to improve. Kevin?
All right, good stuff, DA. Thanks. Now, here's Collins. 12 points for him. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Brown wide open. He fires from outside off the mark. Utah trailing here. Here's Markkanen. He has yet to score. Here's Collins. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Timberwolves shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And here is Milton. Brown deciding where to go with it. Misses the layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Steps back and fires. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And he misses the fast break layup.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
Now, here's Milton. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Edwards comes in for Brown. And it's Mike Conley in for Shake Milton. Utah also making some changes. Fontecchio's checked in. And it's Sexton in for Talen Horton-Tucker. And here's Collins. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Conley against Collins. And the shot is good. Collins has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here's Conley. That one misses. Collins with some nice D. Pass to Kessler. The Jazz working the ball around now. Bucket is good. And it's now only a 1-point Minnesota lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Back to Conley. Inside. It's tipped. To the middle. Here's Collins. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And so it's Conoley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. There's a minute left now here in the second. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Collins looking around. Down low. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach after.
Your Timberwolves, 35. The Jazz, 38.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Money really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So on the floor for Utah, Wilson Markkanen and Collins at forward. Sexton is out there with Collins, and it's Kessler in at the center.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Gobert.
This is Gobert's comfort zone, using his size to capitalize down there.
Collins with it, now guarded by Towns. Shot by Collins, no good.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And you know, what you love about Mike Conoley, he's a leader by example.
The epitome of a terrific point guard and teammate. True professional in every sense of the word, on and off the floor. He plays and he teaches and mentors. I could see him, if he desired, being a really good head coach someday.
Conley with a wide open look. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Collins against Edwards. Collins in the post, and it's good for 2. Collins has got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz.
Just too good a player to leave open.
They could use a big... here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, McDaniels. No scoring in this one. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Collins. Jumps up. And finished off by Collins.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision. Solid at finding open teammates.
Passes to McDaniels. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. They get it back. Here's Gobert. And a missed layup.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
It's good. And now a 9-point Utah lead.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
Utah calls timeout. Clark, last season, Minnesota's talent was undeniable, but the results weren't there.
Substitution on court.
George against Edwards. 16 seconds left in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gobert. It's off. And so it's the Utah Jazz bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. Reed is out there with Gobert, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Shot by Collins, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Stolen by Collins. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. So it's Minnesota now. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
One of the best lob partners in the business, Rudy Gobert.
Here's Collins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Utah.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
They've been the disruptors defensively, coming up with a lot of steals that have had an impact on the flow of the game.
And Utah making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Edwards. Utah with the rebound. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
A different look for Utah. Collins checked in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Colin Sexton in for George. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's Conley. And the pass to Edwards. Takes a 3.
And the passion Sexton plays with is so impressive. When he gets after it on defense, this kid is fun to watch.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
The shot by McDaniels, no good.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Now, here's Collins. McDaniels defending. Conley feeling it out. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with it. From outside the arc. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Edwards.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Utah calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Towns is checked in for Reed.
Make some noise, fans.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
To tie it up, Green for 2 points. Edwards got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
And that's a foul called on Money. And that'll be his third foul so far. Anderson finds Edwards. Markkanen against Anderson. 5 on the clock. Unloads. The rebound by the Jazz. And here are the Jazz now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Collins up top. Edwards defending. Collins against Edwards. Collins passes to Kessler. Nails the baby hook. Kessler's got the lead up to 10 now for Utah.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer of the Jazz gave us some information. He said that he does have a broken nose. It's definitely a painful injury, but not a worst-case scenario. It's tough news for the momentum of the team at this stage of the season. That's all we've got from now. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
He's off on the first.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Collins in the post. Here by Conoley. Collins, good. Collins has got 12 points here in the second half.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Sexton, second personal foul, 15 foul. At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. They can take their time on this possession.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
With the second effort, here's Collins, and he uses the glass on the layup. Collins has got 6 here in this quarter.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
That free throw, no good. And he ends up making the second, and that brings them to within 10.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Outside Collins. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Sexton against Edwards. Kessler with the rebound.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
That one drops for him. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Edwards looking it over Sexton. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense. A pretty comfortable win for them in this one. Great effort pays off for the Jazz.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all games. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Money.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Collins. Kessler passes to Collins. Tries yet again. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Edwards, that's good.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And here's Collins from outside. The shot, no good. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Great game tonight. You guys really dominated on offense. And you in particular.
Facts, man. Come on, we out here.
Uh-huh.
You get like tofu, you get like no boo. I wanna like old news, like go hoes, hold on, like go cool. Hey, look.